to see them, and we just felt more comfortable at the Reproductive Science Center in New Jersey. It was just, from the minute you walked in, the place was warm and inviting, and they're just wonderful people. And right from the consultation, we said right there, this is where we're going.
You walked in and you immediately felt like you were part of a family. Every visit you were greeted and exited with hugs from the nurse, the office manager, the embryologist, your phlebotomist, and even the medical biller would come out and give us hugs.
No, it just got better from there, and they walked us through the process, and it wasn't a short process, it was a long process. So especially if you're going to go IVF or IUI, and they explained everything every step of the way. And if you weren't seeing the original doctor that you were seeing at first and you were seeing someone else, they came out and asked you first, listen, you know, you're going to have to see so-and-so today rather than Dr. Ziegler or the nurse you were seeing. So they came out and they made sure that you were absolutely comfortable, absolutely from the day one. I just can't say enough about it.
Our first attempt with IVF was successful. Well, the result of IVF was after you go through your process of IVF, you go in for a blood test, and we went in, and the nurse called us probably more excited than we were that we were actually pregnant. And after that, we went back for a second blood result, and we noticed that our numbers not only doubled but tripled. So the embryologist was like, I'd go look for 2 cribs, not for 1, but don't tell anybody I said that. And then at 7 weeks, we went in, and Lauren actually did the sonogram, and she said, well, there they are. And Fran had to stand behind Lisa because they thought she was going to pass out because we were indeed having twins. Wholeheartedly, I would not have anybody that I know and love go anywhere else other than to the Reproductive Science Center of New Jersey. Dr. Ziegler is family.
You know, it's very odd even in this day and age to walk in as a same-sex couple and say we'd like to have a child, and then explain to them that it's not, you know, we're not together a short time, we were together a long time when we decided to do this, and have them treat you just like anyone else who wanted to have a child. And we didn't have infertility issues. We didn't know that we had them. We didn't have them. And it was very important to us to pick the right place. And from that moment we walked in, they were non-judgmental. They were just open and warm and loving, and they were there to provide you a service, and they didn't care who you were or, you know, what your financial background was. They just sat you down and held your hand through the process. And it's important, especially for a same-sex couple, to know that there are doctors out there and staff that are truly into, you know, to the true idea behind medicine and caring, and they want to bring a life into the world, and they're there to help you do it.
Absolutely. The famous words of Dr. Ziegler at the end of our consultation, you know, he hugged both of us after our initial consultation, and we weren't even, you know, we didn't tell them that we were going to use them right away, but we knew ourselves. And he said, you know, don't worry, you're like family here. I'm from Vermont, so it's all good. It's all good. They definitely felt like family, and during our IVF, they actually said, come on in here, give her a kiss, let's go. It's a couple just like anybody else. And you know what, we wanted to bring kids into the world and have a family like everybody else, but we needed a little help, and we found the right place to get the help.
It's a great start.